Hey guys, Zach from 7th Hour Films back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had rescue exercises, where after the first round of the provisional license exam, we basically started, round 2, which was rescue exercises. I don't know why I'm saying it so dramatically today. Basically the entire arena was destroyed, and all our heroes-to-be have to go rescue the people in there, people that were specifically placed by the Help Us company. And then things were starting to go well when a villain arrived. Of course, this is all still part of the test. Gang Orca, the number 10 pro hero, arrived with his posse, and he is going to play the villain. And that is where we left off last episode, so I would assume that's where we're going this episode. However, as I was loading up My Hero Academia here on Amazon Prime, I happened to notice that this episode is called Special Episode, Save the World with Love. And I was confused. And I thought, well, wait, is that actually the next episode? And I went around, I looked at another Reactors playlist, and they reacted to it here too. So, yeah, we're watching a special episode in the middle of the provisional license exam. This is weird. This feels kind of weird to be doing this, but I guess we're just going to be watching a special episode today. I don't know what it's going to be about, other than save the world with love. This sounds like it's going to be kind of weird. I don't know, does this interrupt our provisional license exam? Or are we not? I don't know what this is going to be. All I know is this says specifically special episode. So if you want to watch my reaction to this episode of My Hero Academia, what you gotta do is head down in the description or to the pinned comments, click on the link there, that will take you over to the reaction to whatever the hell this episode is, and then after you're done with that, you can come watch my discussion on whatever the hell this is. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started on whatever the hell this is. Here we go. Well, that happened. I can't believe... Alright, so that was a plug, actually, for the movie. Now, we are going to be watching the movie, both of them, actually. Whenever the second one is released, which I assume it will be once I catch up there. But we will be watching the movies. And actually, so after Season 3, after the Season 3 finale, that same week we'll be doing an OVA, which I believe is called All Might Rising. And then that next week, we will be watching My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. So that's a little preview. Now, you guys told me after Season 2 that that the first movie actually does take place between Seasons 2 and Season 3. So, I guess that's it, is going to America to meet up with, was it Dave and Melissa Shield, I guess. That's pretty cool. And and they showed a bit of, a younger All Might there, so maybe we'll get a bit more, maybe more flashbacks there. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know how, though it sounds like if that's what we're doing, then it sounds like it's just going to be All Might and Midoriya in the movie, and we're not going to have the rest, I don't know. Hope we have the rest of them, but I don't know how. This was an interesting episode. Okay, I understand the promo for the movie. That was really, really cool, having a promo for the movie, where it's like, oh, well, if you want to see All Might and Midoriya at I-Island, then go see My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. So that's pretty cool, which actually, if this is episode 20, we're only a few episodes away from that, actually, because, there's 25 episodes, so we're 5 episodes away from that. We've still got 5 more episodes before we get to the movie, but still, we're getting close, actually. So, okay. There's no... this was weird placement for this episode, I have to say, where, we're right in the middle of the provisional license exam, and we're going to stop, and we're going to watch something from earlier in the show, technically, Like, right when it's like, oh, we're all hyped and stuff, we gotta fight Gang Orca, what do we do, and will we fail miserably, But I still like this episode. I mean, this was still a really good episode, but it was just kind of weird, Just kind of weird timing for this. I mean, and again, it is cool that, this is technically a promo for the movie, but still, this was a really weird place to put this. But I still liked it. This was still really cool. So, yeah. We can go ahead and hop into the notes, but this is going to be a very short discussion, I think. So we had the special class, which was very cool. Okay, so by the way, when Midnight said that she had some questions about her costume, did she want to be more revealing? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, she had questions about her costume, and then she's just wearing, like, a normal, dress, basically. A dress and a jacket over it. God damn, she really upped the cute factor this episode. Like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. So yeah, special class. They did say this was before the training camp, which is why, All Might can still be All Might. It's nice to see All Might in his, buff form again, because we haven't had that, and we really can't have that again, at least not in the current timeline. Now, if the movie is taking place before the training camp, before Kamino Ward, so technically we can still have buff All Might in the movie, at least. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, we had the special class. I did like that. Hostage situation, which was very, very interesting. It's just, and honestly, it was a normal, like, hero exercise. We haven't had that in a while. We've had, like, the big events, like the sports festival, or the internships, or, Kamino Ward and stuff, and now we're on to the provisional license exam. Hell, this entire season, we have not had a semester of school, Like, we have not actually been in school, in our normal classes, So, which, the more I've thought about that, the more I think, like, man, this show could go on for a long time, can it? Because we are in the third season. We're in the third season, and we haven't even started the second semester of school, of a 3-year school. This show can go on for quite a long time, honestly, Of course, it can go on for a very long time, but we've already lost All Might, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if how long the show's going to go. I know, obviously I already know that there's a 4th season. I know they've been renewed for a 5th season. So, yeah, I have no idea how long the show is going to go. But, hey, I'm excited. This is one of my favorite shows, honestly, So, I'm really excited for it to just keep going. So, yeah. We had Bakugo rushing in, which was, interesting and also typical, They knew that this would happen, and it was because of that they, the villain had the cover in order to stage the suicide, basically, So yeah, it's like, rushing in, we obviously know that was not a good idea, which is interesting because, Bakugo, he was starting to be a little strategic. He was sending in, he had Uraraka go up, check everything out and, say how many hostages there were and everything. So, but then he just rushes in, like, all right. I do like the twist of, who is the one that killed the villain. Like, that was very cool. And I do like Midoriya being able to deduce that there was actually no killer and that this villain killed himself because, he couldn't find an escape, basically. And I love the love story between this villain and Midnight, And I love Midnight, have to say, best actor, goodness. Like, she was really, pulling out all the stops on that, on her acting in this episode. And goddamn, she's upping the cute factor, man. Just, you're trying to take me away from... She's trying to take me away from Yaoyorozu. That's what she's trying to do. And she's getting pretty close, I have to say. I still love Yaoyorozu, but oh my gosh, Midnight might be the original, though. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the whole thing with the suicide and Midoriya's deductions about it, that was just really, really cool to watch, But I actually like the twist that, it was a sham, Even if there was, this romance, in the story between this villain and Midnight, the villain didn't actually kill himself. He faked it so that once they, were distracted, he could then escape, Like, that was actually very clever, And they say it's like, oh, well, you thought it was just, All Might playing dead, because he can't actually kill himself in this. But no, like, and I assume, like, if he was actually dead, there would have been something, Or, heck, if, when Sue tickled him, he would have just stayed completely still and not laughed. But it was that was supposed to be his giveaway that he's still actually alive in this story. So that was pretty funny. I did like that. And then we got a little bit more backstory on All Might, that he actually studied abroad in America, which is very interesting. So yeah, he studied abroad in America, and he had his sidekick, David Shield, is I believe who they said, and it was cool seeing a young All Might, who has eyes, which we can assume that the sunken in eyes is more. Well, I would assume that would be more after the injury, after his original fight with All For One, but they did show in his Japanese debut, I believe it was, that he had the sunken in, he had the dark eyes, basically. So that was pretty cool, just seeing a young All Might. And that was just him. Like, he didn't have, the other form back then. It was just him, So that was pretty cool. And I like the ending, tying into the movie where Melissa, Dave's daughter, I guess, invites All Might to Island for some sort of expo, which is interesting. And so it's him and Midoriya, since Midoriya is going to be the next symbol of peace. And basically, I guess he's going to learn a lot of tips and tricks. So, we're going to America for the movie. Ain't that something, I do kind of hope that all the, the rest of Class 1A is in the movie, but they might not be. It might just be All Might and Midoriya, So, this is definitely has gotten me more excited for the movie. It's not that I haven't been excited, but I haven't really thought about it. I've just been like, oh yeah, so we're almost done with season 3. Then we've got the movie. Then I move on to season 4. But actually, no, I'm really genuinely excited for the movie now. But now I have to temper that excitement because we need to return to the provisional license exam, which is hilarious because I had to temper my excitement for the provisional license exam so we could watch this episode, So that's all pretty crazy. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else we really need to talk about for this episode. It was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. It is still, weird timing, to put in the middle of the provisional license exam. Just, here, let's do something else. Also, go watch the movie, okay, it's fine, but it's just kind of weird, But still, I really enjoyed it, and I am looking forward to where we're going when Midoriya and the rest of the heroes-to-be will face Gang Orca. So yeah, that is pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of My Hero Academia reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later. 歩くほどに靴底が